everyone, welcome back to WHU TV. It's nice to see you. I hope you're keeping well and having a good end to your week, stroke the start of your great weekend. Here we are at the last weekend, the final hurdle or the final furlong, if you're a sports betting fan, of the 23-24 Premier League season, and as a result of it, this is the preview of West Ham's 19th and last away game, where we travel all the way up to Manchester to take on all but Premier League winners, even though they kind of are already, Manchester City, for a 4 p.m. kickoff this Sunday afternoon, live on Sky Sports. Of course, it's going to be on Sky Sports because it's a Premier League title winning game. As always, guys, this video is sponsored by the channel sponsor 3retro.com. Please click the link in the description below that will take you directly through to the West Ham section of their website. But if there's any City fans, as you can see from the icon that's up here, there is also retro City gear in there as well, along with track jackets, polo shirts, sweatshirts and t-shirts in your respective club colours made by Admiral and Umbro, so go check those out. Any purchases you make through the link in the description below, the commission that the channel would normally be getting, as I always say, I'll be sending on to the charity Iron Supporting Food Banks. They're based in the Newham area, and they're helping those in the Newham area and the Essex County and further afield for that matter, as they are currently supporting over 60 separate food banks as of the time of this recording. So guys, go grab yourself a really nice retro shirt. You'll be saving yourself a few quid in comparison to your respective club shop, and you'll be helping those the less fortunate than you and I. Now, we have had some people make transactions since the start of the year through the affiliate link in the description below, so thank you very much, guys. But it's not even a tenner's worth to be able to give to that charity. So if you can afford it, by all means, please do. If you can't, there's a Just Giving link fund in the description anyway, if you want to make a donation to the charity. £1, £2, £5, £10, whatever you can afford. Trust me, guys, it makes all the difference. Now, as always, guys, there's going to be timestamps in the description below, so by all means, please do click around for us. If you can't stay for the length of the video, please do click around and put the comments in the comment section at any time that you of this video, and of course, and please do like the video, and if you're enjoying the channel, then by all means, please do subscribe. So as always, guys, let's kick off the rest of this video by talking about the officials. The referee for this game is John Brooks. His assistants are Lee Betts and Akil Howson. As we remember, Akil was one of the assistants who screwed us over in the Fulham home game. The fourth official was Sam Allison. On VAR, we have the Aussie Jared Gillett, and his assistant is Tim Wood. So yeah, not really happy with this appointment. We'll talk about more about VAR in a few minutes as well. Now, as we know, guys, our last 6 away trips to the Etihad, we've lost all 6. We've only scored 3 goals but conceded 12. Now, David Moyes' record away at the Etihad, or even at Main Road for that matter, before, he's won 5, drawn 1 and lost 12. Now, as we all know, City are at the top of the table after 37 games, winning 27, drawing 7 and losing 3, scoring 93 goals and just conceding 33, so a plus goal difference of 60 on 88 points, 2 points above Arsenal. Now, I'm sorry if there's any Arsenal fans watching, including a good mate of the channel and mine, Russ. Better luck next year, guys. We are not gonna draw or win this game. We're just not. I want us to, of course. It'd be funny to do that. First time in 7 seasons to win up at, well, first time in 8 actually, isn't it? Because it was where are we? Yeah, it'd be 8 now. Or 8 years anyway, not 7 seasons and 8 years. Because obviously we remember the last time we won there was up when Pellegrini was manager of Man City, and we beat them right at the start of that last season at the Bowling. But can't see it today, guys. I'm really sorry. I really can't. It'd be great fun for that to happen, of course, but it isn't. Now, City's home record shows, and this is one of the reasons why, they've won 13 games, drawn 5, and lost niente. Scoring 48 goals, and they've conceded 15, so a plus goal difference at home of 33. And of course, of the last 5 games they've played at home in the Premier League, they've won 4 and drawn 1. I'm sorry, guys, it's just really, really not happening. Now, their highest Premier League goal scorer at home is, no surprise, Erling Haaland with 15 goals and 2 assists. Their highest assisters at home are Doku with 7 assists and 2 goals. Phil Foden on 7 assists and 8 goals, with Rodri right behind them both on 6 assists and 4 goals. Rodri is also their highest aerial duel winner at home, with an average aerial duels won per game of 1.9, with Nathan Ake right behind him on an average of 1.6 aerial duels won per game, and Haaland and Diaz both on an average of 1.5 aerial duels won at home per game. Now, let's turn to injuries. It was confirmed earlier today, or yesterday. That's right, it's that way. Yesterday, by the time you guys get to see this, that Ederson is out with a concussion stroke eye socket injury and will miss this game and also the FA Cup final. Don't really think that's going to be much of an impact, to be fair. Now, De Bruyne is out with an ankle injury, but he has 75% chance of returning as of the time of this recording, which means only one thing. Yes, he's going to be back. He might not be in the starting 11. Got a funny feeling he will be, but I think he'll be a super sub if he isn't in the starting 11. Now, as always, guys, let's turn to West Ham. Now, I didn't talk about Moyes' his last game in the match reaction to the Luton game because I like to keep them a little bit separate. Okay, so let's talk about David Moyes' last game at the London Stadium. After the game, a little bit disconcerting, and I agree with a lot of people that the club should have made a bit more of an effort in order to say thank you to him. I know it was up at, it was put up at European Legends, European Cup winner, I should say. Thank you, David Moyes, for, that was lovely. Would have been nice to have a bit of a highlight reel of his celebrations, him dancing, of course. But it turns out that David Moyes wanted a bit of a no attention on him sort of thing. And I don't blame him, to be honest with you. I really, really don't, because the way he's leaving isn't in exactly the best of circumstances and scenarios, is it really, unfortunately? But yeah, as everybody, regardless if you're Moyes in or Moyes out, he's done wonders for this club. He really, really has. And it was lovely to see that he was applauding every single person when he walked around with the rest of the squad. It was lovely to see. I really do. He stopped every other few yards and was clapping every part of the stadium that stayed to say thank you. Obviously there was a lot of people that didn't. That's perfectly fine. You're entitled to that. But the majority of us, we stayed, sung David Moyes' Claret and Blue Army one last time for him, and yeah. Now, just going to be turning away from the West Ham for a section, because obviously, as we found out that within the last few days, that Wolverhampton Wanderers have put in a casting a vote, shall we say, to get the Premier League clubs to vote in the annual general meeting in June. I think it is. Yeah, will be June, to see if we're going to be disbanding VAR next season. Now, I understand the reasons why. It's not 100% correct, but I understand the reasons why. I personally, and of course, guys, put your comments in this comment section below. Let me know your thoughts on this. But for me personally, we should keep VAR. But before anybody jumps in the comments going, "Oh, why do you want to JP?" None of that, right? The reason why I'm saying keep VAR is because as I've said it right from the last. Where are we? How long? It's only been in the Premier League for the last 4 years now, but it's been in active use in the World Cup and the Euros for It's going to be 8 years this summer, if I remember correctly. Now, the thing is, I've said it many times, that technology works perfectly when it is used perfectly. Yeah, as I read on the Athletic, one of the guys made a comment on there. If a car crash happens, whose fault? Is it the car or is it the driver? Yeah. VAR is a car crash. It genuinely is, because it's been going at 100 miles an hour. The brakes haven't been put on properly. The driver has no clue how to use it properly, and as a result of it, yeah, it's a write-off. It genuinely is. VAR is a write-off. But the problem is, as I say, it's those that are using it. Now, guys, let me know in the comment section below. And I know this is going to be a bit of a weird question, but I genuinely want to know, for those that have stuck around or jumped straight to this part to get my thoughts on it, I want to know, which do you prefer? Right? Do you want to have better people involved in it, keeping VAR and having better, quicker, accurate decisions being made? Or do you want to scrap VAR entirely and still complain about the referee or the officials on the pitch. It's the less honestly, it's a catch-22. We either get rid of VAR. Yes, the added bonuses of it is down to the fact that yes, okay, we'll be able to celebrate goals quicker, etc., etc. We won't be running around, standing around, going, "What the hell? What the fuck's going on? What you playing at?" Boom, it will be quicker. That's a very, very valid point, and is one of the reasons why I think we should be scrapping VAR. But as I said earlier, I do genuinely think it's down to the fact that decisions made to be made quicker and communicated quicker in order for us to be able to enjoy it. At the end of the day, it works perfectly with rugby because they had time to implement it properly. It works perfectly in cricket because they've had quick visualizations within seconds of the call being made. You know, in the NFL, that's basically the way that the Premier League is going. You get to hear the communications of the referees, which will probably hear in the next couple of years. But at the same point, if we get rid of the decisions, the VAR system, and the decisions are still exactly the same, we're still not going to be any the wiser, and we're still going to be none happier. But I want to hear what you guys are thinking on there. There's the balance of it. Personally, I think we should keep it because the players need to, at the end of the day, keep it or scrap it. The referees need to be all the officials, the linesmen, linespeople now as they are because we've got women involved in it now. They need better training on calls. It's as simple as that. If we do scrap it, I think VAR is coming back again in another few years in a slightly different guise. They've paid too much money for it not to be used. But I'm sure they'll go away, retweak it, and then bring it back again if it does. But anyway, turning back to West Ham now. It's great to read that earlier today it was confirmed that Lewis Orford has been called up to the under-18s England side. Very, very pleased with his progress. It's great to see a junior being done that. He's done brilliantly for the development squad, stroke the under-21s, stroke the Premier League 2, which way you want to call it. But I really do feel that he's making some great progress. And another player, obviously, that's going to be coming in and hopefully make more debuts next season. Hopefully we'll get to see Casey more often. We'll get to see Urfi more often, and hopefully coming through in FA Cup games, etc., etc. We'll get to see Lewis Orford as well. But it certainly seems at the time of this recording that Mavropanos and Agued are still doubts for this game. I'm not 100% sure at this point, obviously, because there's nothing really being confirmed. In terms of that, obviously, by the time you guys get to see this, it's going to be roundabout, if not just after David Moyes' last ever pre-match conference with us. So he'll be able to give an update there. But guys, with that information in mind, this is the starting 11. And as always, guys, put your comments in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts on it. But this is the starting 11 that I would go with if I was in charge of West Ham United.
Areola in goal, with a back four of Soufal, Mavropanos, Casey and Emerson. Alvarez in the defensive midfield positions with James Ward-Prowse in front of him, supporting Antonio, Kudus and Cornet, with Bowen up front.
So thank you very much for your time, guys. As always, put your comments in the comment section below. If you've made it this far, thank you very, very much for getting this far. I love you all. I genuinely do. We're only a couple away, literally 2 subscribers away now from 2,560. So if you are enjoying the channel, because we've had a lot of people come back, and it's still, I haven't got the graphic up because my computer's been playing about, but we've still got close to 2/3 of you guys aren't subscribed. We've had over 2,000 people view this channel over the last, at least 2,000 views, I should say, over the last 4 weeks. So even if half of you guys that aren't subscribed click, you'll literally add another 1,500 on top of it. We'll get it to 4,000. So if you are enjoying it, because we're getting a lot of unique returning people to it, it doesn't tell me how many people of those unique viewers that are coming back are subscribed or not, but I'm sure YouTube will do that at a certain point. But thank you very much for your time, guys. As I say, please do like, share and subscribe. Click the button down there if you want to subscribe. It's completely free, doesn't cost you an absolute penny at all, nothing. We will have the watch along for the City game on Sunday afternoon. About 10 to 4 we'll be going live. So guys, have a great weekend, and I hope to see you very, very soon. If not, there'll be more content to come, relatively staggered, because I need to get this computer sorted out. It's really starting to annoy the hell out of me. So there may be a time where there's going to be no content. It's not going to be up in the next couple of weeks anyway. I will try and do some stuff for England to keep, because you guys know I love England just as much as I love West Ham. I know not everybody does, but guys, thank you very, very much for your time. Have a great weekend, and I hope to see you very soon. All the best now. Take care.